There are lots of tactics that are used to create and maintain a scapegoat, and one of them is the threat of being abandoned or actual just plain old abandonment. And all of those are designed to keep you in that role of a scapegoat. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm passionate about helping you understand what relational trauma is so that you can heal and grow and move on from it. Today, everything is coming from my book, A Scapegoat No More Forever. You can find it on Amazon. I will also put a QR code on the screen. There will be a link in the description that you can go get the book, or also there is a full course available on my website. So if you're looking at how a scapegoat is made and also how it's maintained, one thing that's really effective is if the tormentor is constantly threatening to leave you or abandon you, or they're actually just leaving you. So this could be like at a place that is public. They could just get up and leave you, or maybe at a family function, or leave you at something that's important to you. They could also leave you out of things. So make sure that you're not included, that you're not invited. But a big thing that goes into creating that scapegoat is getting the message through to you kind of like over and over that they could take you or leave you. So that's really painful. Always feeling like somebody just doesn't care. They could definitely just take you or leave you. And someone who hasn't been scapegoated, it sounds pretty simple, like, well, who cares? If someone's going to leave you, you let them leave and bon voyage or whatever, like, what's the big deal? But we're not just talking about a person who doesn't mean something to you or someone who's not important to you. It's usually a really important person in your life. It's a person that you want to be close to, that you are trying so hard to love, so hard to get their approval, and you've been trained to do that. But it's sort of like this little thing that's dangled, and as you get closer and closer, it just keeps moving away from you, so you're not ever going to obtain it. But you're taught that your job is to keep trying. So it's really not like I wake up one day and someone's threatening me, and then I just make a decision in that moment to leave. Sometimes you can get to that place, but really it's slow, it's over time, it's systematic, and there's lots of other people involved in it most times. So it's not just like this one person who's doing all of this that makes it so clear and so easy to see. It's someone who's doing this right to your face, but then you usually have these other people telling you it's not happening. It's not what you know it is. It's not what you think it is. It's you choosing to see it that way, and you're the one who's making it that way. So there's so much that goes into a scapegoat where, they're just like down is up and up is down and left is right and right is left. And so it's not so clear and concise. And remember, on top of that, it's someone that they really love and care about. So it's really not that easy. So also, if you were scapegoated as a child, chances are you were taught this system is the most important thing to you, or supposed to be the most important thing to you. So it's not just that I love and care about this person or the people within the system. I've also been trained and programmed that I'm basically going to have nothing if these people or this person is not in my life. I'm not going to make it. I'm not ever going to be successful. I'm not ever going to be loved. I'm not ever going to have support. I'm going to need support, and when I need it, I'm not going to have it. If I say no, if I stand up for rights, if I decide to just say, like, you keep doing this, I'm not okay with it, and if you don't change this, you're not going to have access to me. I don't get to say that. I don't get to say regular relational rights. It's really just about this person, and my whole life has to be about chasing this person and complying with this person's games. And if I don't, then I'm going to be out of everything. So you can see how people can get in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s and their 50s and their 60s, and they're still playing that scapegoat role. And sometimes, you just can't see it. You feel it, and it feels awful. It feels so unfair. It feels so one-sided. But every time you try to express that, especially to the system, you're treated like you're crazy, like you like to make stuff up, like you like to create problems. And it's always put back on you. And all of that is designed to get you to chase, because you're never, ever, going to obtain it. It's always going to be just outside of your reach. And it's always going to be about you and what you need to do more or stop doing, which really is stop being a person. Stop being an individual who has dreams and wants and needs and ideas and boundaries. You're not allowed to have any of those things. So really that abandonment could be actually being physically abandoned. You're being left somewhere or left out, but it could also be the threat. Like, one more time and I'm out of here. You know what? I'm almost done talking to you. Or guess what? You do this again and it's done with us. Or they will leave and just give you silence. And so you don't know where you stand. You don't know how it's going to be. You don't know what's going to happen. And that feels so awful, whether it's from your family or an important person within your family to you, or a romantic partner. So that fear of abandonment, the actual threat of an abandonment or actual abandonment at times really kind of keeps us on our toes, and it keeps us in that pleasing role. So this is how we develop people-pleasing behaviors, acceptance-seeking behaviors. We chase rejection. It's because you've been trained and programmed that your job is to chase. That's part of your role. You're there to wait and to be used and to be abused and to be sent away until the next time. So it's not too surprising that everywhere a scapegoat goes, that ends up being their part of their story, whether it's at their new job or in a new relationship or in a new group. So to get out of that scapegoat role, we first have to see that abandonment and threat of abandonment for what it is. It's a game, and learning to say like, okay, if me being an individual, if me being a person causes you to leave me, then you probably need to leave me and I'm going to be okay. But again, that's a journey to get there. That's not something that we just make up, our decision overnight and then it's that way. There may be a point where we cross that bridge, but that's not where we start. So hopefully that's making some sense. So again, watch out for the threat of abandonment. Watch out for when you are abandoned and start to take note. Like, okay, you're sort of like trying to put it in my head that you could take me or leave me. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with being super close with you when you're saying you could take me or leave me. I need to spend some time and kind of sit there and think about that. Like, yeah, that's kind of crappy. So again, you can find all of this and more from A Scapegoat No More Forever. It's available on Amazon. Link is in the description. Take good care. I'll put some more videos on the screen that you can go and watch between now and the next one to help give you more information on being a scapegoat or just relational trauma in general. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next one.